Hello, beautiful people of the Cellar. How are you doing here today? How are you handling the energies that are out and about? What do you have going on in your inner world, your personal world? You know what I mean? Because that's what makes a difference with how you deal with the things in the outer world sometimes, right? Um, what I want to talk about here today is win, lose, or draw. Okay. The seller is about shadow work in a way that it allows for you to be honest with yourself. It allows for you to do things with integrity, even more so than you would normally. This is about change and transformation and doing the hard stuff and making the hard choices and really digging in, right? And the way that I express a lot of the work that you do or can do has a lot to do with day by day activities. Sometimes people want a lot of information, and sometimes you're not ready for all of that, right? And that goes for all of us, right? It goes for me as well, because a lot of things that are hidden, which come out when we do our shadow work, a lot of things that are repressed or hidden really show us, where we may need to restructure, review, renew, reinforce certain things in our life. So, what I want to talk about today was healthy expressions of anger, things that stress you out, that make you worry, things that cause you anxiety. How do you express those things in a healthy way? Because this has a lot to do with your personal development. Many of you out there may be in a space where you try to get people to see things your way, right? And it can become frustrating. I had a conversation yesterday with somebody, and I felt it bubbling up in me because I knew what they were saying and what they were trying to convey and what they were doing with the words that they were saying. I knew it. I'm like, okay, we are not about to do this. Um, they shifted the conversation from what we were talking about when it came to them to, well, what about when I tell you something and you don't listen? And all I said was, what have you told me that I haven't took heed to? And they were like, oh, there you go, there you go. You being manipulative. I said, how is it that because I was like, don't do that. You know what I mean? And I was like, okay, so how am I being manipulative to asking you for facts? Like if you say something, what do you have to back that up, what you're saying? And they were like, even way back in the day and all this. And I'm like, I need at least three examples. And one from back in the day, one from a couple of years ago, and then one from a couple of weeks ago is what I'm gonna need. Because I'm not going to allow you to do that. Okay, I'm in tune with who I am, and I'm not allowed for you to try and tell me who I am playing games. All right. So instead of me being who I was back in the day and just like, yeah, 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 I would have went back and forth. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm manipulative, you manipulative, and all that, right? And so instead of doing all that, and what happened was, instead of doing that, I did it the way that I did. I just told you. And they were just like, all right, all right. And they started smiling. I'm like, yeah, stop. You know what I'm saying? Because oftentimes in this era that we live in, it's all about, because anger or arguments, when people try to start arguments, they want to be right about something, and they don't have the emotional intelligence sometimes to just let it be what it is. It's not about winning or losing, right? But this is title win, lose, or draw. So when you fully express and embrace your uncomfortability, how does it show up? How does the uncomfortability show up, and what is it that you can do to allow yourself to express yourself? Because a lot of people have been repressing their emotions when it comes to certain things, and it's up to you what you want to express, how you want to express it, who you want to express it to. Remember that. Express your thoughts without like, don't swallow your truth to make somebody else comfortable. Just figure out a different way to express it, especially if it's someone in close proximity to you that you really care about. This is important because not only are you holding yourself accountable, you're also holding them accountable for hearing you out. They don't have to feel the way that you feel. They don't have to agree with you, but are they open to listening and understanding, or having enough grace to hear you out? Because you don't want to be around people who don't want to hear what it is that you are saying. And for those of you in relationships, it's also very important that you get your words together when expressing yourself to another person. because you don't want to overthink your words, but you don't want to underestimate your opponent. And it's not saying that everybody is an op. It's just that if you've been having issues with conveying information to a person near and dear to you, it's important to know that, what makes them uncomfortable and figuring out another way. But it's not like lowering your frequency, your way of communicating to adhere to, I want to be as nice as possible. You're gonna have to be one hundo, okay? Make sure that you are filling yourself with positive words as well when it comes to negative thoughts and those things that are repressed. You don't want to fill yourself with the positive words in the sense of covering and repressing it more. It's like if something comes up like you can't do that. Those old limiting beliefs. You can't do that. You're not good enough. You're not cute enough. You're not fine enough. You ain't got enough money, whatever. You have to reaffirm that God is bigger than your problems, all right? And um uh there's nothing too big that can't be adhered to, so you have to fill yourself with the words that will affirm and counteract those things, but they also have to be words that require action. If you're going to have a positive thought, you got to have a positive action that goes with it, right? How do you audit what should be expressed, right? How do you express it? This is how you audit it. You audit who you are talking to, what it is that needs to be conveyed, how you express it, and exactly why this needs to be expressed. Not just to make you feel good, but this is about maybe this is character assassination, possibly, whatever it is. Whatever has been holding you, that you've been holding back is holding you back. Okay? Really sit with what makes you uncomfortable and find within yourself beyond the personality and the ego. The ego will tell you you don't have to change anything. You don't have to do that. That's not a big thing. The ego be lying. Okay. We need parts of our ego. Nothing wrong with that. But certain parts, when it comes to us being initiated and graduating different levels of understanding, as well as evolving into being more and more of and better than what we were in the sense of our self-development and growth, it's going to have to take a back seat. There are certain practices that you do need to adhere to. Of course, I'm pretty sure many of you have the laws that govern you. All right, because those laws that govern you will continue to change. And the more that you come out of that repressed state and really bring the dark to the light and analyze it, audit it, and allow yourself to release things that may be a burden to you in the way that you do things, a burden to the suppression of your spirituality, the suppression of your mind, the suppression of your actions. Bitch, we are mastering all four of the realms, okay? Oftentimes people forfeit their power to appease or another out of fear to keep from trusting and having faith in themselves. Okay, I can't understand my own damn writing. That's another thing. You can pay attention to your patterns when it comes to your writing. I found out some stuff about myself, child, whatever. But yeah, so that's what that is when it comes to repressing those things and really getting down and dirty and doing the hard stuff, right? Because you want the challenge, right? And oftentimes other people won't challenge you because they're comfortable with you being exactly where you are. And if you don't allow yourself to be challenged by those dark sides of yourself, the things that come up when you are alone, the things that come up when you lose your cool, the things that come up when you find yourself in a space that you've outgrown. Okay, so let's get a 1-2 read and discuss. So, what do you have for us here? And excuse me, the Cellar. It's so important, y'all. You are the light. Be the light. You are the light. What do you have here for? Oh, no, I'm not going to do these. I'm going to clarify this before we start reading. When darkness surrounds you, be the light. That's exactly what it says. Oops. Clarify this: when darkness surrounds you, the Five of Cups. Whenever you feel hopeless, helpless, in despair, unlovable, moved by emotions, old emotions, surrounded by a sea of emotions and not being able to see your way out, you have to be the light in that darkness. Find your way, swim back to shore, swim back to the surface so that you'll be able to allow the sun to shine on whatever it is that is holding you back or holding you down. Thank you. What information do you have here for these beautiful people, lovely sellers? The Nine of Swords is over here. Don't frustrate yourself. Allow yourself to be beaten down, anxiety. This is the last road. This is the last, this is the last move, nightmares and all that type of shit. Like, no. If you are feeling like you are being pressured, there's just everywhere that you go. People are just they have so much to say, so much criticism, Nine of Swords, so much criticism, so much stuff flowing through in and out of your mind that you don't want to pay attention to, or it's to the point where it is bothering you. That's Nine of Swords is bothered. How do you become more bothered? Be the light in the darkness. Find your happy place and call it in when call that happiness in when it feels like nothing else is working. Find it within yourself. All right, because oftentimes people are looking for something outside of themselves to bring them comfort. Right, what is that to you at this time? Because and you also realize that when you begin to do your shadow work even more so, what happens is you don't look for the same type of comforts that you used to. It's called maturing, it's called evolving, it's called ascending. Okay, the door is open. Worry not. What do you have here for this be the light? The Prince of Pentacles. Find something to focus on in the practical realm that really grounds you into this realm so that you can see things for what they are. Review yourself. Make sure that you look at yourself and talk to yourself sometimes, right? Make sure that you are affirming who you are and in the light and the dark. Affirm both of them, but also know I affirm that, I'm going to transmute this. I'm going to transcend this. All right, I'm going to evolve from this. Don't get me started. Sarah sells seashells by the seashore. What is this when darkness surrounds you? The Six of Swords. Know that better days are coming. Know that this is a rite of passage and something that will bring calm to your emotions and your mind. It's very important to remember. All right. Um, 90, 95, 69, 96, 65, 56. Okay. 17, one moving into a seven, creating an eight. Doesn't it make sense? That one is taking the initiative. That one is creative energy. That one is a new beginning. That one is very much so Mars energy. Moving into a seven, I got to find out what the seven is when it comes to planets, whatever. But that seven is assessing, auditing what needs to end, what needs to, what needs more reinforcement. Because the one moving into a seven makes an eight, which has to do with what is it that you will work on and be adamant about working on it. You will be adamant about new networks and expansions. You will be adamant about bringing darkness to light and really facing it and being honest with yourself, not continuing to be in the same cycles and simulations that you were in once before. It's very important. What is this Five of Cups here? With this darkness, the darkness that surrounds you. Look up. You're looking for how you missed out on filling your cup. What it means to fill your cup at this time. Look up. What is this Five of Cups with this darkness around you? Oh yeah. This is dance more. Be more practical. Be more be more fierce with the way that you approach matters of the heart, your emotions, being able to balance those emotions in a way that will allow for you to go with the flow here, because I feel like there's going to be a spark of information that comes through when it comes to whoever this is that may be going through this darkness, feeling shifts in their emotions, feeling having mood swings. Shout out to people who still have mood swings when menopause kicks in for me. Whenever it does, I pray that I'm more balanced than ever so that I'll be able to handle it if I ever have to go through it, okay? Because this is kind of like mood swings to me, and it's like you have to take control of things that just come out of nowhere. These energy shifts, creating boundaries as well is very important. an uproar of emotions and feelings, things that are happening, and it just feels like there's no face to it. There's no, especially if some of you are being attacked. And the thing I want to discuss about being attacked, because I've been talking to y'all while I was getting ready earlier, because I had some personal reads to do. But the thing about being attacked, I do understand that a lot of people aren't spiritually attacked the way that some of us are, but they are still spiritually attacked. And a lot of the spiritual attacks have to do with what it is that you came here to do and what could be holding you back from being the best that you could be. So this could be something that stems from your childhood, that you see a pattern and you realize like that shit just keeps happening. It happens at this certain time. It happens in this certain space. It keeps hitting in this certain place. And it's like, okay, so let me pay attention to it, because that's how you bring light to the dark. Babe, don't get me started. What is this Nine of Swords? Dambula la flamba. Find the fire within. Stop giving up on yourself. Nine of Swords can be thinking so much that you give up on yourself. Look at her. Well, how long you gonna be down there with that little water coming at your back? Okay. Some of you having to that may be affecting your posture, whatever this is that is like really, because you know how sometimes people can be so weighed down they begin to slump a little bit. You can tell here, and what happens is the older that you get, you will see that this sinks in more. All right. You can even get a hump or a misalignment in your back. So just be mindful of that. I do feel like there's a lot of fire that needs to be tamed. Maybe the mind needs to be tamed by the spirit. The spirit allow the spirit is willing. Is the mind willing? Align the spirit with the mind. Hello. What is this Six of Swords when darkness surrounds you? Zombie. The Six of Swords has a lot to do with surrender. The Six of Swords has a lot to do with allowing yourself to be moved, right? You know how they say, let them use you, child, let them use you. Don't let the wrong one use you, bitch. All right. Reach for nothing but clarity and truth, and you will become what it is that you are reaching for. All right. And it'll be almost so effortlessly, right, that you feel that you are being controlled. You feel that you're being controlled, but you're really being grabbed a hold of and moved into calmer waters. All right. Allow it to be shit. Because when you're ready to surrender something and you really just bog down, buckle down, like I'm going to let it go. And I really want to know what steps I need to take to really release this. I want to know what steps I need to take. What do I need to do? What action do I need to take? What is this Prince of Pentacles with this be the light and the focus? Azaka. The road is clear. Enjoy yourself. Enjoy the new beginnings. Connect the old with the new, and bring it. Connect the old with the new, which is the darkness. Connect the darkness with the light. This newfound light. This new spiritual awakening. Impressions from the divine and your ancestors. Have those, there's a bridge with those, right? This is also a bridge to the light, right? You're bridging the gap and becoming what it is that more of what it is that needs to be done when you really pay particular attention to the work that needs to be done, but as well as looking deeper within yourself in order for you to continue on the path. Don't overwork, work just enough. All right. So let's go ahead and read this. You may have even found yourself in spaces, right, where it just seems like you may have just found yourself where it seems as though no matter how much you pray, no matter how much you surrender, things still weren't happening, but you weren't paying attention to the minute details. It's a slow process. All right. So let's look at it. You are the light. All right. You are going through spiritual initiation. Welcome. Okay. This is happening because you are ready for it. Even if it doesn't feel that way, okay? The way to pass this test is to rely on the light within you. Rely on the light within you. Rely on the light within you. Shit. Don't let fear or doubt make you distrust the path ahead. Don't allow fear or doubt, the hating bitches, okay? Fear and doubt is some hating bitches. especially when you're in alignment with your truth. Don't give in to despair or believe that things will not work out. There go two more hating bitches. Okay. Not working out in despair. Okay. You are learning to trust that the universe knows what it is doing. There are great and beautiful things meant for you. And no matter what appears to be right now, they will come to you in the perfect way and at the perfect time. Keep your faith in the light. All will be well. All right. The sacred ritual is focus gently on a visible. Oh, last week, Lovely Bird's Nest said, "Now you go talking about listen to this." I did the sacred ritual, and I just started taking off. Okay, so I'm gonna try to be more gentle today, because Lovely Bird is like, let me get my pen and paper, because you went from 20 to 145 or something like that. I'm like, I better slow down. All right. Focus gently on a visible source of natural light. That could be a candle or a campfire, the moon in the sky, or reflecting on the water, the sun shining down from the heavens. Told you to focus on the sun. Or you could even close your eyes as you see, feel, imagine, or pretend that there is an external light flickering inside of you. An internal light flickering inside of you. Relax as you repeat this soothing and empowering affirmation to yourself aloud or silently in your mind for as long as it feels good to you. I choose to trust the light. I am safe and held in the light. I am the light. Okay? So, I choose to trust the light. I am safe and held in the light. I am the light. What is that saying? Trusting your light within. Trusting your life within, knowing that you are protected and divinely protected and divinely respected. Being the light has a lot to do with embodying and being able to control that bubble of energy. So that's the other thing that I wanted to talk about, because that just reminded me of something that I was saying. That reminds me of something I was saying to y'all in my head while I was getting ready. Expansion of your frequency when you are in a space of, when you will have to go and you are surrounded by lower vibrational energies, people, really expand your light. Practice expanding that, and that's mostly the quickest way that I can say to do it is take several deep breaths and see that light within you as a bubble of protection that is getting bigger and bigger. Your love energy is expansive, and it's just getting bigger. It reaches however far that the space that you are in. Let's say you're in this space, yay, and I want to expand my bubble of light to that light post down there, and you can name the street if you so like, or beyond that light post and beyond that light post and beyond. I don't think they call it light post no more. Okay, to the sun and beyond, through the core of the earth and beyond. Expand that energy. You could, I'm pretty sure there are many practices, available online in your tarot and oracle decks that can have you do that, certain prayers that you can possibly go to in your good books, okay? Because everybody here got different good books, as they call them, holy scriptures. So I'm pretty sure that you can find some of those there. But that is very important for you to do, especially when it comes to, being invasive energies. Because a lot of times people who are very domineering, their energy is very thick, it's very dense, it feels trickster like, right? Sometimes we can be fooled by dominant energies. We can say that, oh, they're so confident and they're just so matter of fact. But when you see deeper and look deeper and feel deeper, you realize, I gotta get the fuck away from this motherfucker. Like, what the fuck? Who you think you is? So, that type of feel. So expand, learn, and create a practice that allows for you to expand your energy, whatever energy it is that you need. Maybe you need to expand your light energy to be more confident in standing in your truth. Maybe you need to expand your heart energy so that you'll be able to communicate with authenticity, harm none, do as you will and harm none. Expand your solar plexus energy to be able to handle and process thoughts in your power. This is really giving me bubble of protection and a lot of encouragement from the celestial realm. It is. So I love each and every one of you. I pray that you are taking your journey seriously, right? And be gentle with yourself, okay? Don't be in a hurry to get from point A to point B when what it is, a lot of the things that you need to learn are in between the points. How you got there? How you getting there? Work, 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 work. How you getting there? Okay. Oh, let me get y'all a self-love card. This, I be having a okay. Let's get these self-love cards out. Then I'm gonna go. Yes, 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 yes. Uh-oh. What information do you have here for these 50 people in this cellar? Holding the most weight. A beauty ritual. We still got time with this full moon. Okay. Really calling in. You can hold a mirror out toward the moon for the illumination of in that mirror. Take time out to really look at yourself in that mirror. Speak words of affirmations to yourself. Visualize, the things that are an issue that you say that they're an issue, not nobody else say that they are an issue. Because you got to learn to listen to yourself more. Because that's where your courage and your confidence comes from. If you rely on other people to tell you shit, then you codependent hope. All right. Any beauty rituals, taking time out to really take care of yourself. I know I need to fix this fingernail and um I need to do my toes, so okay. Whatever. 'Cause that little pink ain't pinking, okay? What do you have here for these people in here? Family, spend time with your family. Have discussions that need to be discuss things that need to be discussed, as well as find the beauty in connections, right? Especially for those of you who may have had a tilt with a family member here recently. Part of your self-care, making self-care a priority, is the lineage, the root, getting to the bottom of things and growing together. Hello. Hello. All right. What information do you have here? Make a vision board, ho. What does it look like on the other side of any of the shadow work that's coming up? And you may just, if some of you may get in a space, and I do not recommend, some of you may get in a space where you just have a long list of shit that you got a problem with yourself. That may not even be what they trying to tell you that you need to work on right now. You need to calm down, okay? Find out what it is that needs to be worked on. If you're having issues with that, you can easily book with me. My bookings for Monday and Tuesday are open. You can easily book with me, and I'll help you get to the bottom of it if you're ready to do that work, okay? Because I do welcome people who really take their paths seriously. All right. I think that's it, y'all. Yeah. All right. So I will talk to you all very soon. Make sure that you are, if you have any questions about what it is that I discussed here, please leave a comment. You can leave a comment on the video, and make sure that you leave a timestamp. All right. And if you found this information beneficial, please, just drop some praying hands in the comment section to know that you are, devoted to the path. You are devoted and you're willing to do the work that is necessary to evolve, ascend, and spiritually expand. I'm Lulu. I love been watching too much Janet Carson, but I love y'all. Top tier blessings to you. I'll talk to you very soon.